Hey everyone, Brandon S1 here. Welcome back to more Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. And Link, get off your stool. Last time, we finished up the fire sanctuary. The Falcons Girahim a second time and sealed away the imprisoned again. This time, we're going to be opening up the Gate of Time. Do not fear it. This is what we've been waiting for. At long last, the gate has been reactivated. Standing before you, the path that transcends the fall of time. It is a portal to the past, to the very place where Zelda now waits. Go bravely, Link. If everything is as I suspect, the reunion with Zelda you fought so hard for lies beyond this gate. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna hang back here, Link. This stupid monster doesn't know when to quit, and Granny here keeps yapping on and on about how we never know when it might bust free. Someone's gotta stick around to guard the place. Might as well be me. Besides, if I'm not here, who's gonna look out for the old girl? And you know what? Nah, forget about it. When you see Zelda, tell her I said, "What's up?" It seems that we've time traveled, but it looks sort of the same. What's up, Impa?
Hey!
At last, I've been expecting you, Link. Mr. Anderson, we've been expecting you. You are doubtless overwhelmed, so I'll explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia, though it will become to know as the Seal Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here the goddess Hylia is only just sealed away demise. And little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky that would one day become Skyloft. It's true to its name. You have passed through the gate of time to an era in the distant past. You will have many questions, but for now, you must proceed to the back, through the great doors behind you. It is there that the person you risk your life and blood to defend waits for you. Zelda! You've come so far, Link. I'm glad you made it. I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We traveled very far from home, to the distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise have not yet healed. All the fairy tales about the war we heard growing up in Skyloft. Incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. It is time you learn the whole story, Link. It is time you learn the whole story. Let me try to explain. The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They called it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise raided a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the power to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both the Triforce and them and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This flowing rock became the new home of our people. In time, it came to be known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against its fearsome power. Hylia had suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Hylia devised two separate plans and set them both in motion. First, she created Phi. She made the spirit that resides within your sword to serve a single purpose: to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul into the body of a mortal. She made the sacrifice, and as you have likely guessed, so that the the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For while the sacred power of the Triforce was created by the gods, all of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers in her immortal form. You probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Link? Wait. You are the chosen hero, and I, Zelda, I am the goddess reborn as a mortal. The day of the ceremony, Girahim's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down into the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory at all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an agent of the goddess, led me here to the past. All this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of Demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in his hideous state, he's more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires. You must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him at any cost. This is why I intended to remain here in this time and place, to sustain the seal as best I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that I created so long ago, and keep it strong for as long as I am able. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I see now that this is my purpose. Link, the goddess created Fi and the Great Blade. She's a part of the very specific. For very specific reasons. For the task of standing against Demise in its monstrous form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our own time, you've already driven him back in his prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that, Link. During your long journey, you've grown so much. You've learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You've gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword. And by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you found true courage. Now that those qualities reside within you, you are worthy of wielding the power of the old gods left behind for our kind. You can claim the Triforce. Valiant hero. You have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels, you have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend, and that within you dwells sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Link. Draw your sword. It's not just the Master Sword. The goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form. The sword is now imbued with the mythical power to drive back demons, and only Link may wield it. In future games, if you were at full health when obtaining the Master Sword, you would gain sword beams. They would go away when you took even a slight bit of damage. Link, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you obtain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in this world, only a select few, those with an unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind can never use its power. Somehow, I think that might have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of the land. Which brings us back to you. To face demise and give the land hope, the goddess Hylia needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Link. But spirit isn't what alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials in order to awaken the hero within yourself, so that you could wield that sacred power. So Hylia, I knew if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger without even a moment's doubt. I used you. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all this, Link. But you have to understand, this was a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. All that may be well intended is true. That doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. But I'm ready to prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years. Link, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging out with you, around with you on Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. Zelda! While it is true that I am highly reborn, I am still my father's daughter and your friend. I'm still your Zelda. When Demise is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds him, and then I will be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you for a favor, Sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when this is all over, will you come to wake me up? I promise. So, yeah, that's a lot of weight off of her shoulders. We now know what we have to do. I see you said goodbye. Now that you must keep your promise you made to her, you must find the Triforce. Return to your time. There is work to be done there. Do not fear for Zelda. I will watch over for her. I'll watch over her here. Go out now and fulfill your destiny. Will do, Impa. Will do. So, you've returned. Then you know everything. On the other side of the gate, Zelda waits, suspended in a sleep without end, but do not despair, for she is still alive and well. True to legend, the Triforce is the one thing with the power to vanquish Demise. It is thought to have been hidden within Skyloft by the Gaius. Sadly, that's all we know where it rests. All other clues to its whereabouts have been lost to the ages. Link, you have likely come to the same conclusion, but I will spell it out just the same. The key to finding the Triforce must be in Skyloft. Go now, Link. Find the Triforce. Whoa there, hold up. Link, there's something I gotta tell you. So, Zelda, how's she holding up? Was she okay when you saw her? She's great. She was? Oh, good to hear. But she's still stuck there until this whole mess blows over, huh? Link, I've made up my mind. I'm not going back. I'm staying right here with Granny. Aw, don't look so bummed out. Do I look sad? Nah, I'm doing what I want to do. I don't know how to explain it, I got this feeling in my belly that tells that there's work to do here. Everyone's gotta watch that big ugly monster. Someone's gonna make sure Granny's doing all right. It ain't as action-packed as what you're doing, but maybe this is my destiny. You know what I mean? Besides, it's not so bad here. Living up in the sky was okay, I guess. But don't you just love the way it smells down here? What? That's not weird to say. Check it out. Zelda and Granny brought life back to the land here. I bet even the weakest sapling could grow into one piece of a tree in soil like this. It'd brighten up the place a little too. I mean, sure, it would take a few years for it to grow, but as far as I'm concerned, I got nothing but time. It's weird to say out loud, but that's just how I feel right now. So yeah, when you go back to Skyward, do me a favor and let people know I'm doing okay down here. Calling it Stritch might get a little emotional since they look up to me, but you tell them I'm happy, okay? Thanks, Link. You're welcome, Groose. You're welcome. So now that we got that gigantic lore bomb of a drop on us. Wait. Where's the... oh, right. Ow. We just need to go over to Skyloft so that we can find out what. Wait. You call for me, Master? Objective. Master, you must now find the Triforce in order to vanquish Demise. I strongly recommend you search for information about the Triforce within Skyloft. So, yeah, we'll go back to Skyloft. But I think before that, I want to get that Gaius Cube. That Gaius Cube chest that has been taunting me for a bit. Because I wanted to at least show it on screen, though, and see what it contains. So, I will meet you guys in a bit. Alright, now that we're over here, I think we want to go on top of this island, and... no! Great. So now we just go down this way, I think, and we'll see. Yes, this is where we want to go. And inside this Gaius Cube chest, we will find a treasure medal. If you carry this with you, treasure will appear more often. It's a perfect thing to tag along on a treasure hunt. Your pouch is full, so the item was sent to the item check. So, yeah. So I think I might want to actually dedicate the rest of this video to try to find Gaius Cubes that I've... at least some Gaius Cubes that I've missed. I do want to make a slight pit stop at Skyloft before trying to go and find as many Gaius Cubes as I can for the rest of this video. Because the lore drop is mainly what I wanted to do. And now that we have that out of the way, I kind of want to do some side stuff before heading towards the story objectives. Alright, now that we're in Skyloft, there's one thing that I've been kind of neglecting to do, but that I really wanted to take care of. Now that we have the Water Dragon scale, we can now finally swim and go into this little crevice right here. All right. Yeah, if you notice, there's a guy's screw chest right here. I believe this is the only. I believe the water is the only way to actually get in here because the door is locked. So for now, we can just get this treasure chest right here, which contains a silver rupee, which is 100 rupees. You must feel like a celebrity. Well, at least I'm nowhere near the cap now. Unlike that one time where I picked up the gold rupee that I didn't even remember that was a gold rupee. And I had to waste, like, literally all of it because I was at the max. But how was I supposed to know? I didn't remember that it was a gold rupee. Or a yellow rupee, I think it's officially called. And now that we're at the bazaar, I think I want to check to make just to be absolutely sure that I have nothing to upgrade. But if we do, then I'll just upgrade it. I'm missing 2 tumbleweeds. And I'm missing a dusk relic. And I'm missing a hornet larva. And I'm missing 4 extra tumbleweeds for this. And I'm missing 2 ornamental skulls and a blue bird feather. So, like, again, I might want to grab that treasure amulet thing. Now that I don't really have that much use for the heart medal. I think while I'm at it, I'm gonna replace the bomb bag with the small bomb bag with a small quiver, just so I don't run out of arrows trying to take out enemies. This is probably the only time where I'm actually willingly buying arrows, because I think I might actually need some. Let's see if I was actually right. I actually did have less than 20 arrows. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a bundle of 10 more. Just to make sure I have enough. And I think that puts us at 20. Yeah, 25. In fact, actually, how many? I'm completely out of potions. Yeah, but before we go that, you might be wondering what this white one is over here. That's a guardian potion. That stuff makes you feel invincible. It's a potion that reduces damage you take for a little bit of time. If you find yourself facing an opponent who's a little out of your league, this potion is for you. This potion doesn't come cheap, though. It's 200 rupees. How about it? Yeah. Though it is good, though it's a bit on the pricey side, so I think I will grab a couple of hard potions just because I don't trust myself to not just rush into an enemy and just start swinging and throwing hands. We'll go and spend the rest of this episode not only getting treasure, but also getting some extra materials. So I think I will start at the Faron province. So I'll see you guys back over there. Alright. Now that we made our descent down into Faron Woods. now that we have the Gaia sword fully upgraded to the true Master Sword, a lot of things are going to be dying in like 1 or 2 hits from here on out. But I think I want to start my search. Wrong one! No! I wanted to grab the blue one. Ugh. Yes! Okay, I got myself a bird feather. Yeah, kind of. Another reason why I'm doing this is because after a certain, like, you know, story beat, I don't think we'll be able to get materials from this area for the rest of the game. So I'll probably just after this recording, I'll probably just scavenge for materials or something off camera. And he's dead. Oh god, he's dead. Oh, this was what I was thinking of over here. And now that we have the claw shots, we can finally get this Gauss Cube. And yeah, the Skyward Strike charges almost instantly. Now that we have the true Master Sword. And that will send that Gauss Cube up into the sky. I think you could technically get that chest earlier, but I just personally would rather wait until you have the claw shots. Just for an easier time getting up there. Yes, come over here, little bird. How did that not count? I don't want to let go of it. I want to swing like a monkey. Whoa. They both fell off the edge. Yeah, that's what you get for trying to fight me. Yes, come to... Yeah! Wait. Ah! No! Wait. Iframes. Iframes. Now I don't feel as inclined to get the horner larva over there. If it's still over there, that is. Ooh. Another blue bird. It would be a shame if I were to catch you. And that's just it. There's no sequel. There is no sequel to this butterfly. Ow! Ow! Okay, you know what? He doesn't. Oh, that's why. I didn't mean to bullet. Yeah. You fool! That was my plan all along. Yeah, I think I might have done a little bit too much exploring for my own good. Because we're getting up there in time. Alright. Now that we're back in Skyloft, after that adventure down in Farron Woods, I think I might call it here since we have done a pretty sizable amount of stuff, despite not doing too much in the way of story. So I'll end it here. Next time on Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD, we're gonna try and find stuff about the Triforce. See you guys then. Until then, have a great day. Okay, so yeah, I don't usually like to add in commentary after a video though, but like after I end a video though, but I just wanted to mention something real quick. So, you might have noticed in one scene during Zelda's whole spiel that she's the reincarnation of the goddess Hylia. That's because, like, it just looks like Link is just like going through some Vietnam flashbacks. Like, he has seen the horrors. Like, you put me through a lot, Zelda. Anyways, see you guys in the next video.